Hello, welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, I'm Jamie. I make pottery and I'm working on updating my online store for the summer. And it goes live this Friday, the 21st at 12 p.m. and I still have a good bit of stuff to do. So this video will pretty much consist of me trying to get all that done. I have been selling my pieces online since 2021. And I honestly started really early in my ceramics journey, but I have now learned so much in this process and have kind of been like comparing selling in person to selling online in my head for a while. They both have so many pros and cons, but I do love the like back end work of selling stuff online and like taking the photos and organizing the listings and like making the page look like a cohesive batch of work. Even though it's very time consuming and sometimes just like really annoying, I do love the like nitty gritty of it, shockingly. And I think I've just been more so considering the year because we are halfway through it, and that is wild to me. I am kind of like okay with where I'm at as far as wonky goes for the year. I definitely made a lot of like quarterly goals, and I think for the most part I have stuck to them. Things like posting a YouTube video every week, like sending my newsletter out every month, having a shop update each quarter, doing markets, actively like updating the stock in my pop-up shops and the other few places that I sell my work. And I feel like I've stuck with a lot of it, but I'm still like financially not making the amount of money that I wanted to originally. So in that regard, I feel like I have not made it to where I want to be for the year, and that's like disheartening, of course. But I also, now knowing just like my current health issues and like things that I'm going to get resolved this summer, which by the way, this is probably my last video for at least a month. I hope to return feeling rejuvenated and full of life, but I will not be working for a while as I will be recovering from a surgery I'm having, which I'm grateful to have, but it's just caused a lot of like emotional and mental distress. And so then to add on top of that, like working, and then to add on top of that, trying to like reach a goal that I like physically and mentally just wasn't going to be able to reach, was kind of hard to realize. And my business is still very new, and I really had to be like, calm down. Like, you're already doing so much more than, I don't know if it's more than I should have been doing or more than I thought I was capable of, but then to know that I was doing it on such a low capacity and have been for a majority of my ceramics career, I need to just like take a break. And so unfortunately, I'm taking a break that I don't want to take, and I know that it will help, but just knowing that I'm like halfway through the year and I've kept a lot of like the physical goals of like doing my wonky tonk and making work regularly and sharing that with the world, even if it isn't in the like post to Instagram Monday, Wednesday, and Friday like I had planned. I've had to like ebb and flow with it just based on my current energy levels, but I feel like I've been able to accomplish so much in 6 months, and I just wanted to take a moment to remind myself that I have done a lot, even though it may not feel like it, and even though I've felt not great for a really long time, and still do, and hope that that changes, and hope that I can build my business into something that is thriving but not soul-sucking, and into something that provides for me and my husband financially in the way that I want it to. I just got back from dropping off some pieces at the post office. I have a quarterly ceramic subscription, so 4 times a year I send out a little surprise gift to my subscribers, and so I shipped a little unique vase and dried flowers off to them just now. I think I showed a majority of them in my last video, but I'm really pleased with how they turned out and I hope they arrived safely. I did not put fragile on the box, which is something I normally do, and I haven't had any issues with shipping thus far, so hopefully that will continue and my lack of fragile will not cause any issues. But after that, I went to my pop-up shop to get some stuff to add to the online store. I had put a bunch of stuff there last weekend and I changed my mind on some of it, and also there were a few things that had just been there for a minute that I wanted to try and add to my online store. So that's what these are, and I will add them to the need to be photographed batch, which is sitting over there, and then probably do that tomorrow. Honestly, the shipping stuff always takes me so long, like it's already 2 o'clock and I am just not in a great mood today, and so I'm going to listen to myself and just not be in a great mood on the couch or hanging out with my friends later and figure myself out that way versus trying to power through and get anything done. So thank you for being here. I am so excited to get all this stuff up on the internet. I wish I could ship my stuff internationally, but I have not figured that out yet, and maybe one day I will, but right now it feels a little too much for me. I have very low capacity in this very moment and also in general, so trying not to overwhelm myself. But thank you for being here. That is my quick little rundown. I will leave you here and see you tomorrow when we get to actual shop prep. Okay, cool. Oh man, today is not the day. I do not feel great. I was able to photograph some of the things this morning that I needed to, so I think I have all of the listings for the website complete. I don't know if that's... There it is. So it's like pretty set, and I'm pretty excited that it's all come together. I pretty much just need to finish double checking all of the listings to make sure that the weight and the boxes, the box shipping size, all that estimated stuff is correct. And then I sent out an email to my subscribers today to remind them that it's happening on Friday. I do need to upgrade my email plan. I just use Squarespace for my website. I had it for my portfolio because I'm also a photographer, so I really just added on the commerce thing, and it's been easy enough for me so far. And I need to upgrade my email plan because I have, I think, 250 email subscribers, and the plan right now with the amount of emails that I've been sending, I need to upgrade it, which is cool that I'm getting more subscribers on my email list, because I'm pretty sure the last update I did on my website back in April, most of my sales were from people who like read my email and then bought something, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna add that on, and then I think that's it for today. Today has been gloomy, both in the weather and in my head and in here, but the site is ready. So that makes me very excited, and I think I'm just learning to be okay with being so sad and confused, but then also beaming at the fact that it's up. And now I just need to like prep posts for Instagram to remind people that it's happening and hope for the best. Hey guys, it's shop update day. Just got done crying because my friend just dropped off the most thoughtful post-surgery package, and I feel very loved and comforted by it. And it's so sweet. And I am not ready, but now I'm actually so excited to use these things afterwards to make me so happy. I just hope everyone has nice friends. So today the store goes live at actually in 30 minutes for my email subscribers, and at noon for the rest of the world. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I thought now would be a good time to talk. I'm obviously not recovered from that, but I am so excited to get this stuff out there, and I hope it goes well. I don't normally like sell out when I have shop updates. I think the last one over like a week or so, I think I made like $1,000 maybe, which I don't remember how many pieces that was. It was probably like close to 20 maybe a little less than that. I'm not expecting like an actual sellout, because I don't think I've said it on here. I know I said it in my newsletter. I basically explained the surgery that I'm having, which is called a myomectomy, and it's basically like moms have C-sections to deliver their kid when they can't have them naturally, and I'm basically just having a C-section to remove the fibroids that are taking over my uterus. I'm technically like almost 20 weeks pregnant, and by that I don't mean actually pregnant, I just mean that there are so many fibroids inside of my uterus that it is enlarged as if I was halfway through a pregnancy. So that's very annoying, and it has, honestly, in the past couple months, I like jokingly told the girl on the phone yesterday who was like setting up my like procedure info and all that stuff. She was like, man, you've had like a lot of infusions like recently, like these things are really messing with you, like I'm glad you're like figuring it out. And I was like, yeah, they're trying to kill me. And I like laughed and said it offhand, and I was like, that's kind of morbid, but it actually is true, and I need them gone. And so what I'm staring at here is my sweet friend. Basically, I guess there's a website where you can make a little care package for like people who just had a C-section to like deliver their baby, and there's like heat packs for your scar, there's iron like boost tea because obviously you're going to lose some blood. There's special underwear, there's an ice roller to use for your overworked and sensitive skin. Oh my goodness, so fun. And then there's even like a scar balm. And she's so sweet. It says like postpartum all over the box. And so she just put hello post-surgery on everything. And that makes me so happy. So I basically don't really know how long it will take me to recover from this, and so I have felt uneasy since I knew I was going to do it. I felt uneasy last year when it became realized that that's probably what I should do, and I got scared and I didn't do it. And then in April, when I went to the ER because I didn't have enough blood in my body, I was like, I don't think I can keep doing this, and my period is actually ruining my quality of life. And I think I've said before, I want to thrive and not just exist, and that's merely all my body was capable of doing for the past few months. So surgery is happening, and this made my day because I've been all over the place, and also there's just so much more behind it that is overwhelmingly disgusting and terrible and frustrating. And yeah, I obviously am Black, and I, before cutting all my hair off, spent like over 75% of my life relaxing my hair, only to find out like a year ago that relaxer leads to the development of fibroids and also like cancers and terrible things that people are now like suing people over because of the craziness that is in the chemicals that people put in their hair every other month, every 6 weeks, every 4 weeks sometimes. It burns like hell. It literally seeps into your skin because you're developing scabs. The days that I would come home from doing that as like a 12-year-old and have giant scabs on my skin that hurts so bad. Yeah, that like ruined my headspace and also apparently ruined my uterus, and that is very frustrating and makes me very sad. And I feel like I have to grieve the fact that society wasn't made for me, and I am not the norm, or things that are normal for me, my culture, my hair, all of those things aren't normal in the country that we live in, or it's not seen as normal or praised as beautiful or whatever. even though I love my hair so much now and I can't ever imagine doing that to it again. And it's just really sad. And I'm also reading the book Americana, and that is like wrecking me as well. I'm a child of immigrant parents who did not really grow up in America, didn't come here until they were in their 20s, so their life experience here was very different from mine. Having to go from preschool to all the schooling and be one of the only Black kids. And yeah, who I am now, I've been shaped by this country and what it has taught me, whether I've wanted to learn from it or not, whether I've realized I was learning from it or not, whether I realized I was accepting things or not, which I'm only now in my 30s realizing how much I haven't thought through that and process it for myself, what it means for me to be American and Jamaican, and what it means for me to be that in this country and to be that in my friend groups, what it means for me to, in all forms of life. And so really I just got a double whammy of very emotional topics all at the same time. So I've honestly just been like in and out of sadness and depression for weeks now, and it got really bad this week, but yesterday was a ray of sunshine, and this box is a ray of sunshine. And I think I said this in my newsletter last month, but it's so hard to be so sad and frustrated and angry and also be so happy and feel so grateful and feel so loved and feel like I'm making my life what I want it to be at the same time. And it's weird to have them both be so, like, I don't know, such giant waves in my brain. It's not like one is a little less than the other. They're just both full force all of the time. And so it feels like I'm not doing either of them justice, which is like silly. But I'm just feeling really human right now and really like raw, and it's uncomfortable. And I honestly feel like summer solstice was yesterday, and I feel like the season shift can allow a mind shift, can allow for like a pause, and can allow for rest, and I'm kind of being forced into that right now. And I know on the other side, and the whole point of this is to make me feel better and to make my quality of life higher. And I already feel myself wanting to use this time to just figure myself out while I lie down and recover and sip my Iron Boost tea and roll my face and watch movies and read and just not do for a little bit. I feel fortunate enough that I'm able to do that, even though I run my own business, so it's not like I'll be making money. I will be losing a lot. It will be hard, and I will figure it out. My husband and I will figure it out, and I'm not really worried. Like, financially, like, debt is real. It's everywhere. It's prevalent, and even though we have some, I feel comforted by the fact that it's nowhere near what it is, or I feel comforted by the fact that we're like paying it down and it's not as big as it may seem, and it only feels big because I have grown up as an adult pretty much most of my life, being able to use my credit card like a debit card and pay it off immediately, and I feel grateful for that. And so having to like use my credit card like a credit card because I know that I won't be able to pay it off immediately is, yeah, just different for me. And I know that that's not the case for everybody. And I have lived pretty frugally for a while, so I was able to save a lot of money in my 20s, and now just starting my own business, like all of that has kind of dwindled, and I've just had to try and figure out how to make more for myself and for my husband, since we've been married and since I stopped working a normal job. And that's hard, and so that is tossed in the mix of emotion as well. And I just want to be out of that place and into a place of financial peace and ease, and where more saving can happen, more fun things can happen. But I know that it will take time, and I know right now it's not forever. Lastly, I'll say this: whatever you are, whoever you are, if you're in America or not, there's prejudice and racial things everywhere, unfortunately. I guess I would just say, be kind. Because at the end of the day, that's the easiest and best thing to always do, because we don't know what people are dealing with. And I think as I was opening this box, I kind of beat myself up a little bit, because I don't have the capacity right now, and I shouldn't. It's fine, but I want to have the capacity to be able to do something like this for someone, and I haven't had that in a very long time. And I feel like I grew up being a very thoughtful, giftful person, but as I got older, it became harder because everything just felt like too much. And I think I was feeling what I'm feeling now, I just didn't have words for it. And now that I do, again, it makes me sad, and also hopeful that on the other side, I will be lighter, literally, physically, and emotionally. And that feels good. So, thank you for listening to this monologue. I am going to go make sure the site is looking good for my subscribers here in 20 minutes. Okay, the site is live for my subscribers, which I feel so good about. I've already had a couple of orders. I'm so grateful. If that's all I get today, that is so sweet. Just to know that, one, people looked at it, and two, they got more. And I think both of them are people that already have my stuff, so that's even more cool, because I know that they're like building their little wonky collection, which is really special. So I'm going to go take a walk because the sun is finally out for the day, and then come back, and I need to actually write down all the names of the people that entered into my giveaway so that I can do a little drawing for that at the end of this video. You guys, I am back from my walk, and I have orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's so sweet. I'm so happy. I'm just gonna start pulling things over here. I have moved this, I don't know if it's in the frame, but my other shelf right here, because I have a recliner here for when I'm recovering that my parents let me borrow, and it's a little big, so kind of cramped in here, but I'm gonna make it work. And I'm so grateful. I think I'm gonna pack, well, not pack, I'm just gonna organize the orders so I know where everything is and who has what and what's left, and then get to selecting. What am I doing? Oh, I need to write names down for the giveaway. And someone is gonna win this mug! Woo! Okay, obviously sunshine and talking to your best friend really does wonders for the soul, because now I'm on cloud 9. We have a winner. Brittany, thank you for entering. Also, thank you to everyone for entering. I loved reading your favorite summer activities. They all truly made me want to be outside or by a body of water or with my family or just being cozy, and it was very uplifting for me to read. Brittany, I will message you with deets on how I can send you this mug. Thank you guys for following along on my lovely little ceramics journey. This might be my last video for a bit. I don't know if I'll be making one next week or the week after or the week after or the week after. So stay tuned for more, and I'll see you when I see you. Thank you again. It means so much to have you here watching every week, and I'm grateful. Bye. Also, the shop is still open. If you order something already, thank you so much. But if you want to get something, go and get it. It's live on my site. There's a description. There's a link in the description. And thank you once more. Farewell.